There are many great things happening in and around Ambridge. On Wake Up Ambridge, we'll talk to business owners, learn about upcoming events, and meet some of the great people of Ambridge. Welcome to Wake Up Ambridge.
Welcome to another episode of Wake Up Ambridge. I'm your host, Leon Thomas. Welcome. We're glad you are here. If you know of something good that's happening in Ambridge, a new business, a business that's doing something in their community, an individual that's helping Ambridge, what's going on at the high schools, middle schools, elementary schools, whatever it is, we want to highlight it right here on Wake Up Ambridge. So if you have an idea of someone that would be great to have on Wake Up Ambridge, send me an email. Send me an email. The email address is leon at theleonthomasgroup.com. Again, that email address is leon at theleonthomasgroup.com. We'd love to have you on. This is episode 4 of Wake Up Ambridge, and our guest today is David Strano, the general manager slash owner of the Ambridge Do It Best Home Center. Let's bring David on now. Good morning, David. Welcome to Wake Up Ambridge. How are you?
I'm good, Leon. How are you doing this morning?
All is groovy. It's a great day happening in Ambridge, Pennsylvania. So, David, let's get the bad stuff out of the way. The Steelers didn't do well this year. Or, I mean, they made it to the playoffs, and that's about it. How do you feel about that? Go ahead. Give me your 15, 20
Not
seconds.
very good. Not very confident in our Steelers going into next year at the moment. So,
Okay.
we need potentially a new coach out there.
Ooh.
I said it. You heard me. I said it.
Wow. Ooh. All right. Let's
Change.
move on.
Yeah, change. Change is good sometimes.
Change is good, he says. What about the Pirates? What's your take there? What do we got?
Oh, you're killing me here. I love the Pirates, but it's just like the Steelers. It seems to be the same thing every year after year. Small market team, and it's pretty hard to competitive out there. With some of the current signings, the Pirates have done over the past couple of years.
Yeah.
It's pretty frustrating if you're a Pirates fan.
All right, that's it for our sports segment. We're up to your business now. Listen, tell me about your business, about the Ambridge Do It Best Home Center. Tell us all about it.
Sure. So the business was started back in 1982 on Merchant Street in Ambridge, where Advanced Auto Parts is at currently. My dad, who started the business way back then, it was started off as True Value Hardware, and fast forward to 1994, we built the current property ground up. We did switch from True Value to Ace Hardware around the year 2000, and then from 2007 to Ace Hardware. Now we're currently Do It Best Hardware. So over the years, we have evolved greatly. If you've ever been in our store, we just recently did a major expansion. We're now up to over 50,000 square foot store, and we have a wide category selection for anything from the paint department to lawn and garden to plumbing to electrical to grills. You pretty much name it, full out home center in our store. And my dad is still heavily involved in the business. My mom works part-time in the business, and my wife also just joined the business recently too. So true family business, tried and true in the town of Ambridge.
Yeah. How cool is that? And you said the business started when? What year?
1982. We were, like I said, we used to be where Advanced Auto Parts was on Merchant Street in Ambridge, and we outgrew that location to the point where we needed to look for new property and new building because we had too many products, and the need was there for the town of Ambridge and the surrounding communities.
Yeah.
We originally started actually in the home remodeling business prior to the hardware store. So my family used to do home remodeling from doors to windows to roofs and etc. And that kind of transformed into the hardware store.
How about that? Really cool. Nice, nice. Glad you're doing that. Now, let me tell you about my experience when it comes to home repair or anything remotely close to that, right? And promise me you won't laugh too much when I tell you these stories. Okay, here we go.
I
So I had
promise I
a
won't.
I had a ceiling fan in my home in the dining room, and it needed a new light bulb. So I went downstairs and turned the breakers off. Yeah, 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 whatever. I come back upstairs and I go to take the light bulb out, get up on a little mini step stool. I put the new bulb in and it just didn't seem like it was tight enough. So I kept turning and turning and turning. I go back, turn the breaker on or whatever it's called downstairs and go to flip the switch and pull the string. Is nothing working. I flip the switch and pull the string and it starts just shaking like crazy. We called an electrician. He goes up there. He says, "Who's been playing around in here?" He said, "I just changed the light bulb." He said, "You screwed it so tight, you twisted the whatever. That's it. I can't fix anything." That's not for me. It's not for me. But I have a feeling that if I were to come in and tell you what I'm working on in my home, that because you're going to provide personalized service, I could probably walk out of your home center relatively confident in what I'm going to do. Would I be right about that?
I would have to say yes. 9 times out of 10, we're going to take care of our customers' needs and do whatever we need to do to take care of the customer. Each department, we have associates, full-time and part-time associates that strictly are in those departments. So when you walk into my plumbing department, I have guys who have years of experience in the plumbing field or electrical field or paint field. So when you come in the store, it's not like, you have people who don't have a clue what they're talking about. Like I said, do we get stumped sometimes? Yes, we do. Do we have every product out there? No. There's many times I'll have to, say, hey, look, go try Economy Electric in Ambridge, go try Ambridge Lumber, because we can't always take care of everybody's needs, but we do our best to try to make sure the customer is being taken care of, whether it's in our store or taking them care of them, recommending another reputable store in the local community as well. So no matter what, our goal is to always take care of you and get you the answers you're looking for or the right products that you're looking for. And we strive to find the right sales associates. We don't want to just hire a body. We want to hire somebody actually who cares about the customer and who's going to actually take care of them and make people want to keep coming back here. And that's my goal on a daily basis. And that's honestly that's what makes me happy in being a business owner is taking care of people and taking care of my customers.
Yeah, yeah, that is great to hear. I wish many businesses would do that, would make sure that they're hiring the right person and take care of it, not see that as a one-time transaction, but you want them to come back, right? And you want
Sure.
folks to
Yes,
tell
definitely,
others about
definitely.
your business as well. Yeah.
Most
Folks,
definitely.
yeah, we're talking to David Strano, the general manager and owner of Ambridge Do It Best Home Center here on Wake Up Ambridge. If you know someone that should be on the show, someone's doing some great things in the area that has a business or is doing things to help the community, we'd love to know about it. Send me an email or send it to Dr. J, our producer, Jay Rasenko. Jay is an Ambridge native and an Ambridge resident. And he's been telling me for years now about all the great things that are happening in Ambridge. Make sure you contact him with your ideas. Send it to Dr. J, the producer at gmail.com. Again, that's Dr. J, the producer at gmail.com. David, tell me about some of the events. You have some special things going on at your home center from time to time. Tell us about some of those.
Sure. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna grab a piece of paper here so I can remember everything. But so we definitely do a lot of different events. We're a very event-oriented store, and I'm just gonna list a couple events that we do throughout the year. So our upcoming event on February 8th, it's our second annual snow shoveling contest. And what this consists of is it's an indoor snow shoveling contest. We have fake snow that feels and looks just like real snow. And we have a cage we built, and each contestant has to fill 4 5-gallon buckets, and they're each being timed. Whoever has the fastest score, they each win basically a prize. They win a trophy. They also win. First prize wins $100. Second prize wins $50. Third prize wins $25. So this is a contest. Like I said, it's our second annual one. We had a lot of fun last year, and you got to come check it out. So that's one of our many. So leading into many other things, we also coming up in February January, we have a kids class. The kids class is on February 2nd. It's at 11 a.m. and we do basically RSVP only for these kids classes because they do sell out quickly, and we charge a minimal fee of $10 just to cover the supplies and the snacks and whatnot we provide for the kids. So we do these kids classes throughout the year. We do Halloween ones, we do Easter ones, we do Valentine's, we do Christmas ones, just to name a few. So we do kids classes. We've also done like chalk painting classes in our paint department to show our customers how the chalk paint works. We have food trucks here pretty frequently, especially in the warmer months. Right now, this time of year, we don't have quite as many. We also do different sales throughout the year. In February, I believe it's the 22nd, sorry. We have an annual 20% off sale throughout our whole store. And it consists of basically everything in the store is on sale. And we have lots of our vendors here, a lot of local vendors, food products and pasta sauces, and kind of anything we sell. We have our reps come in here and explain and sample their products that they have here. So that's another big day for us. In November, we do a ladies' day every year, and that's an all-day affair. And same thing, we kind of bring in a lot of our different vendors. We're doing live cooking demonstrations. We're grilling, giving away a lot of door prizes. It's just an all-around fun day. And another really fun event we do in May is our Grill Fest. We have all our different grill companies come down here: the Big Green Egg, Traeger, Blackstone, Weber Grills, Gosney Pizza Ovens, Umi Pizza Ovens. So we have all the reps come down here cooking out, giving away free samples. We're really showing off our big grill selection in our store. We even had some other local businesses there that day: Fermata Brewery, Alter Genius, Harkins Mill Winery from Ambridge. So we really try to do our best to involve the community. Like I said earlier in the podcast, we try to help our other local businesses out in town too, in more than one way. It's just what you have to do to build up a community more than anything. You have to support each other at the end of the day. So as to events, we have a lot of different events here throughout the year, and those were just a couple to name a few.
Yeah. I like it. So the first one you mentioned is a snow shoveling contest.
Yes.
So now this is going to be inside.
Yes, it is.
And you have fake snow. And
Yes.
tell me, how do you judge the winner again? Tell me about that again. I'm just saying, I might want to be a part of this, but I want to make sure what I'm getting into first.
You should be a part of this because this is a real deal contest. It's not as easy as people think either. I definitely, I tested the waters myself, and I definitely wouldn't have come close to winning myself. But anyway, so like I said, it's fake snow. It feels just like real snow, and use water and the actual product to make it. And it's very fluffy. And like I said, when you go to touch it, it feels exactly like real snow. Like it feels like the real deal. Like if you literally threw it outside next to real snow, you couldn't tell the difference. It's even very cold too to the touch. So basically what happens is one person at a time enters the ring. I have a referee with a whistle and a stopwatch. And what will happen is she'll blow the whistle to go. And then they basically have to fill 4 5-gallon buckets. After the fourth bucket is filled, she blows the whistle, and that's when the clock stops. So I want to say last year the top score was, I want to say 27 seconds. Don't hold me to that, but it was pretty fast, the winner. Wow. And like I said, it was so competitive. It was so fun to watch. So this year, in turn, we added a kids group too. So we did ages 6 to 11. And then ages 12 and up, because we didn't have kids participate last year. Because once again, last year was our first year doing this. So we wanted to test the waters, make sure everything went well. So this year we got to incorporate the kids in it as well.
Yeah, but that is good.
Like I said, so it's an actual plexiglass cage we built with 2x4s. So, little kids could watch, through the plexiglass, or an adult, obviously you could see over top of it. We even have trophies for the winners. It's an all around just a fun day.
Yeah.
I don't think last year, truthfully, a lot of people maybe understood what we were trying to do here. I think people thought, oh, there's no snow on the ground last year when we did this. I think, maybe they didn't read the fine print. So we had a good turnout, but I'm really hoping year 2 to really build off this experience.
Yeah. That sounds great. And you have kids classes and kids demonstrations and ladies' days and food trucks. And you talked about the partnerships with the winery and some of the breweries. that's how you get yourself all up in there, get yourself immersed in the community. That's good stuff you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, like I've always said before, there's many times maybe people might come to my store. Maybe they're coming down the street from Swickley or another community. Maybe they never enter actually into downtown Ambridge. So by trying to, work with some of these other places, it gets their name out there too. And at the end of the day, what you want to do is obviously we want to support our community and really help each other, get our names out there to
Yeah,
each business.
right on. Now, David, here's what I'd like to do. I'm gonna tell you some recent projects that I've had to do around my home, right? Or that I know others have done. And you tell me if you'd be able to help me with that. Give me the supplies and
Oh,
direct me through it and
oh
all,
boy.
right? So let's
Oh
see
boy,
if
I'm
you'd be
scared.
able to do this. All right, all right, all right. Here we go. All right. So buying a small step ladder, step stool, like 3 or 4 steps. Can I get it there?
Yes, sir. Aisle one, right
All
hand
right.
side.
I'll one right side. Got it. One right. Got it. All right. Now, some of these are going to be real basic because, again, I don't do a lot of stuff, right? Light bulbs.
Yes, we definitely have a couple aisles of light bulbs. Currently doesn't have an aisle number right now because we're in the process of putting up all new overhead signs. So,
Okay.
but we have plenty of light bulbs.
All right. Here's one our producer, Ambridge resident, Ambridge native, Jay Rasenko, guided me through. He guided me through this one. I know he's in the studio right now cracking up when it because he knows where I'm going with this. He knows where I'm going. A new shower head.
Yes, most definitely. We have a whole 4 foot, maybe 6 foot section of just shower heads alone to choose from. Brushed nickel, stainless steel, black ones. Yes, more than what we probably need.
Now check out. Let me tell you a little details, a few pieces about that story. So we had a shower head. We had like a larger one and then a little handheld one, right? So we could have water coming out of the larger piece, and I don't know the
Yep,
technical name of
yep,
it,
yep.
the larger and the handheld, and it broke, right? So I'm like on the phone with Jay, and I said I need to get a new one. So we went to the somewhere
Somewhere,
and
yeah.
said I needed a shower head. And the person in the store, while I think he thought he was providing good service, right? I said I need a shower head, and he goes, "Well, we've got boom, boom, boom." Never said what kind did you have already. Did you want? And it asked me no questions at all. Just went click, click, click. And I said, "Well, how hard is it to put on? How hard is it to install it?" And he goes, "Oh, it's not hard at all. All you do is ding, 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 ding." And everything's in technical language, right? And I don't want to look like the idiot. I don't want to look like the fool, right? So I go, yeah, yeah, okay. So on my way home, I'm talking to Jay, and he says, "Oh, it's not going to be that hard. I did it." Okay. And I'm going, he knows I am not. Look, I got a hammer and screwdriver around here somewhere. I don't use them, right? So we put it on. It just wasn't right. He directed me through how to do it, and I went back to another store and got the kind that I originally had and got it on there. And I called him, texted Jay, big time happy, man. I would have gone into the store, clicking, giving you high fives, man, if you direct me through that, David. I mean, it is just not my calling. Okay, can I get keys made?
Of course, yes. We make car keys, house keys, pretty much almost any key we can make.
All right. Shower doors,
Uh, I don't stock them, special order.
special
Yep.
order, but it
Yeah,
can happen. All right.
yeah.
Give me the weirdest thing, the weirdest request that has come up, or the weirdest situation that's come up, and you thought about it and you went, "This is weird, never seen it before, but we have a solution." Go ahead, tell us all about it.
Oh, wow. That's a tough one. I mean, I feel like every day that kind of thing happens. So I'm honestly trying to think here. I'm a little stumped.
Oh,
Uh,
well,
these happen every day on a daily basis. I feel like, and we're always
okay.
trying to work through these issues with customers.
hmm
But I'm honestly trying to think what's a good one I could tell you.
Well, see
Um,
now what I'm hearing from you though is weird things come up, but you guys handle it, so you don't even look at it as like a crazy situation,
Yeah, I
which
mean,
I'm seeing as really good.
I always try to. I'm going to give you one right now.
All right.
Uh, this was said to me by a customer maybe a year or two ago, and what they said to me is, if you don't have it in your store, you don't need it. And I thought about that comment, and I said to myself, yeah, they're probably not wrong. I stock approximately 56,000 SKUs. And like we said, we could special order probably another 500,000 probably.
Yeah.
But of those 56,000, those are pretty core SKUs that are everyday items you'd be looking for in your house. So
Hmm.
I really thought that that was honestly, that stuck in my head. And that's something I tell people all the time now,
Yeah.
because there are times I get customers who come in and they'll ask for crazy items. And I'm just thinking to myself, why do they need that? But
Right.
I'll turn it back around. I mean this when I say this. You walk in my store and you're looking for a particular item and we don't have it. The first thing we'll say to a customer is, well, could I take the time to look it up for you? And if they say yes, we'll wait with them or we'll take their name and phone number and call them. If they say
Wow.
no, what I will do is I'll go to the computer and see if I can find it. And if I can find it easily, I will bring it in and I'll have it on my weekly truck. I get trucks in several times a week and I'll bring it into stock.
Uh-huh.
So that's kind of listening to my customers' feedback, truthfully, has
Yeah.
been key to growing the store. Because once again, maybe I didn't take care of you today, Leon. I didn't have that item in stock because maybe we just didn't know about it. But once again, I'll have it next week just to have in my store. And I tell customers that all the time. Tell us what you're looking for. We'll do our best to get it. Even if I can't help you today, even if I have to tell you, hey, once again, go to the store down the street in Ambridge. I don't care. I'll do that if I have to do it. I don't really care. I just want to make sure I'm taking care of my customer because at the end
Hmm.
of the day, they're going to remember that.
That's right.
So, like I said, it stung me a little bit on your question, truthfully, but I would say that stuck out more than anything when the
Hmm.
customer said to me, hey, if you don't have it in your store, you probably don't need it.
Right.
So,
Right on.
that stuck with me more than anything.
Okay, good. We just had a comment from one of our viewers. We could show that again. Love the store. Great customer service.
Thank
Great
you, Ian. I
customer
appreciate that a
service.
lot. Thank you very much.
Yes, and that's what you want to hear. I also read some reviews on your store. People were talking about the service over and over again. Great service, great service. Always go back. My go-to place. Right on to you. You're the leader, so you're creating that culture of service. So David, congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you. No, I mean, like I told you earlier in this podcast, that's one thing, like, that's the most important thing to me. If you don't have customers, we don't have a job at the end of the day. So take
Hmm.
care of your customer. And let's be honest, when you go to a store, when you go to a restaurant, how do you want to be treated? And
Right,
I, I know that answer. You want to be treated good. And that's, I feel like everybody should be treated that way. And
right, yeah.
I feel like that's been a lost art in a lot of stores or maybe even
Oh,
restaurants today. Customer service goes down the hill
yeah,
in a lot of businesses,
it
unfortunately.
is. Even those businesses that you would say are service oriented, like restaurants and hotels, right? I worked in the hotel business for a long time, and during that time, I just watched the level of service decrease and the what was considered good service decrease, right? So you didn't even have to be all that good from what we measured good 20 years ago to what it is now, right?
Exactly.
Now, good service in some industries is actually someone saying, "Hi, how are you?" Folks are like, "Wow, what great service." Or
Yes.
did you solve a problem when something doesn't go right, when the room didn't get clean, the hot water's not working,
Yes.
internet goes
Exactly.
down, and you solve it? They see that as good service. I see good service as the problem didn't happen at all, but
Correct.
also when they come in and ask you that you have answers to questions just
Correct.
like you
Yeah.
say you do. That's what I love
Yeah.
to hear that. But service is just
No,
really
it's
bad.
I know exactly what you're talking about because on a daily basis, in the mornings, one of my morning routines is to do inventory on the sales floor among our other associates who are doing inventory. And anytime a customer asks, where's an item at, we have a very large store. So we have an unwritten rule here of don't point. So I always take customers to the actual aisle. And these customers, as I'm walking them to the aisle, they're apologizing to me. I'm sorry for bothering you. I know you're busy. And it's like, look, once again, if you're not here, walking in our store, supporting us, then once again, we're not here. So
Hmm.
it's like I take that seriously when they say that to us. They're
Yeah.
apologizing. It's like I know why they're apologizing, because once again, when they're going to some of these other stores, they're not getting that, and that's why they're apologizing. And to me, it's
Mm,
like, no, this is why we're here. At the end of
yeah.
the day,
Yeah. And that makes a difference in the experience that the customers are getting at your store. And also when you talk about all the community things that you're doing to bring folks in, the ladies' days, the children's days, you said you have this time where all of your grill manufacturers are coming in and the snow shoveling. It gives people an opportunity to get to know you, get to know your staff, get to become familiar with your store. A lot of good things happen. I can't wait to visit. I'm coming to visit, but trust me, I'm not buying any more than a light bulb, maybe
yeah.
a screwdriver if I need
No,
one.
don't touch.
That's
You
it.
can't touch that light anymore. Don't touch that light bulb.
That's right. You don't
I
want
don't
me
trust you,
feeling it.
Leon. I don't
Oh,
trust you.
oh, you're right. Don't. Not when it comes to that stuff. Please don't do it. David, your storage website is what? What's the website?
It's www.ambridgedoitbest.com.
ambridgedoitbest.com, and tell us your address again. There may be some folks that aren't familiar with it. Tell us
Sure.
your address.
We are located at 500 Ohio River Boulevard. That's Ambridge, Pennsylvania. Zip code 15003.
All right, folks, when you need something, go there. Don't go to one of the other joints. Go there. Go there. Tell David you saw it, learned about his store and his business on Wake Up Ambridge. Go there. David, one of these special events, I'm going to get with our producer Jay and see if we can come out and cover it and have it on Wake Up Ambridge. So we'll be in
I
touch
love
with you
that.
about that.
I
Looking
would
forward
I
to
would
doing
love
it.
and appreciate that. Please come visit me. All right.
Yeah, we will. Folks, that's David Strano, the general manager and owner of the Ambridge Do It Best Home Center, a guest here on Wake Up Ambridge. If you know someone that should be on the show, if you yourself would like to be on the show to talk about something that you're doing to help Ambridge, or you know of a business, you have a business that you'd like to be here on Wake Up Ambridge, please be sure to contact our producer, Jay Rasenko, Ambridge native, Ambridge resident. You can email him at Dr. J, the producer, at gmail.com. David, thanks for being with us here on Wake Up Ambridge.
Leon, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Stay warm.
Yes, thank you. And folks, thank you for watching another episode of Wake Up Ambridge. We'll see you next time. Take care.
See you guys.